Yo. What's up? Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please like and subscribe. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, and all the places you find your podcasts. Gentlemen, what's up? How you guys doing, man? How was your weeks?
Good. I'm good, man. How's everybody?
Doing good.
What's up, Rod? How was your week, Rod?
It was all right. You guys know I was a little bit under the weather. You know what I'm saying? I did a little short stint in the hospital, but I'm home. I'm home now. Everything's good,
Happy that you recovered, brother, man. I was worried about you.
No, they can't keep me down. They can't keep me down.
Can't keep a real brother down, man.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you, brother.
Derek, how's you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm working in there, man. I'm just sitting there working, man. Everybody know talking about my son again, man. We spoke again, man. He's doing well. What's new with him, man? He's just cooling. He's digging this next phase of I guess Navy life, man. He's waiting to start A school, so he's just hanging out. Feels like a college campus, he told me, and he's just waiting to start. Man. So I'm blessed, man, with that, man. My other two, I'm working on my other two now.
Okay, cool. You make sure you get the Navy Federal credit union too.
Oh yeah, he's on that already. Yeah. You know, we squared that away, boy. You know.
And make sure he gets you in there too, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, trying to get in there too. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. Don't ask me how I got it, but don't worry about it. That's right. I got the hook up on a lot of stuff. Kelvin, how was your week, brother? How was your week?
My week was good. You know, it's freezing here, and but the winter's been good to us because we haven't had much snow. So I'm good with that. And I'm thinking about trying to get into working out, get into fitness. And so what I've started off doing was just doing mental reps. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not exercising and I'm not working out, but mentally I see myself with a different body already. You know what I'm saying? So it starts inside. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the bigger question is, what's on the chopping block, D?
Well, we got a lot going on the chopping block. As we know, we have a new president in town. We have the inauguration. Let's start there, and then we can start with the pardons also.
Okay.
So the inauguration. How do you guys feel? You saw the inauguration. What do you guys think about it? What's up, Chicken Wing?
Yeah, there go Mr. Chicken Wing.
Yeah, what's up?
Tell you the truth, I mean, I thought the inauguration was cool. It felt different because people weren't there. You couldn't hear people cheering or applauding. You know what I'm saying? So that was a different feel. But my favorite part about it was the young sister that got up there and gave the poetry. She was my favorite part. Yeah, I think her name is Amanda Gorman. Amanda Gorman.
Yes, I just started following on Instagram, so I just started.
Yeah, she's gonna blow. She's gonna blow as a result of that. I think that was an amazing look for her. She's from Harvard too. She went to Harvard, or she graduated from Harvard.
I'm not even sure. I mean, shoot, if she's not, she's Harvard-ish.
Yeah, she's Harvard. No, but that was my best part about the inauguration.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good look for her,
Yeah. Shout out to my man Max and Miko coming on here. I see him out there. I'm sorry, go ahead. Sir.
I'm embarrassed, man. I actually caught it late. I thought it was starting at 12 New York time. And so by the time I got it, I see Obama and then walking out. I'm like, oh man, it's a wrap already. But I was very, very excited about it. And just to get rid of the administration. I think the last administration is like when you just need to air something out and you just need to put the vent on and get rid of it and just bring some fresh air in. That's what it felt like. It felt like stability. It felt like there's an adult back in the room. It felt like America can kind of get, back on some good footing around the world. So I was really excited to see that. And even looking at the first press conference, and looking at the press secretary, it looks like there's some intelligent people back in the room. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like I think Miko said, it's like breath of fresh air, fireworks, all that stuff, and it's just like feel like we're getting back to like adults, like you said, the best being like adult, like the press secretary answering questions, no lies, no false statements, where you can check it real quick and like, damn, that was a lie, like I think that's what we're missing. We're missing adults back in the room. That's definitely
definitely.
My favorite part was watching. Was it Marine One take off, man? You know what I mean? It was just that feeling of closure, man. Because regardless to what ideological side that you stand on, you have to admit that the last 4 years have been one based on division and almost in destruction, if you ask me. So maybe we just kind of needed to just end the whole matter, You know what I mean? They know maybe we did. You know, so so it was good to just see that and kind of wipe the slate clean and get ready for something new. You know?
Definitely.
I think the last 4 years was full of anxiety for everyone, and I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back was COVID-19. It's so scary that like it's this white rap. I can't think of Marlon something, and he wrote the song. He was a feature on MSNBC, and I followed the dude on Instagram, Marlon Craft, that's his name, and he was just saying what we all said. If it wasn't for COVID-19, we would have 4 more years of Donald Trump. I strongly believe that.
I had that conversation just recently with my wife, and she said, "Do you think if COVID didn't hit, would Donald Trump had won?" I said he would have had a damn sure strong chance of winning if he
absolutely,
if it did.
Absolutely.
But if you look at Donald Trump's history, he's always taking his own self out. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, so you're saying that if you're saying that COVID did his presidency in, or
his handling of COVID. If
COVID.
If COVID
is mishandling, right?
Correct.
You're mishandling.
If COVID never came along for him to mishandle it, he had a chance of probably winning again. Because you got to understand, he had a lot of people believing his lies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so realistically, if you have a strong economy, it's hard to unseat a president, and that's what he's going to run on, the economy. He took all the credit for everything Obama did, and then if he'd had a strong economy, forget it, they'd have brought him back in.
He rode Obama's wave. He rode Obama's wave.
And
credit for a lot of stuff that he did not do. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's typical white men. They ride the wave of all the inventions we have, everything. They always do that. Look at inventions we had all over the time. White men always ride the wave.
And I want to say, for all of my white friends that I told to listen to the show, when he says that, he doesn't. He's not talking about you. He's just saying the white man per se.
Theoretical,
right?
Yeah. I'm not saying about
what really is
my white friends. And I don't want to offend anybody because we do have over 27,000 viewerships in Latin speaking countries. So I just want to make that clear on Facebook. So we are going somewhere with this. So I want to make sure all my whiter skinned white Latin friends that what I'm talking about the man.
right.
Right. Then you talking about the man.
Yeah. Not the guy at work.
Yeah. Not you.
The man.
So
hilarious.
And I'm just happy, like right now that they shut his Twitter down. I mean, everybody made enough money off him, so now they finally shut down. Like, okay, the cash cow's over. Let's move on. They know the world is changing, but he was the king of pettiness.
Yeah, king of pettiness and lies and
so many lies. And and I don't know too many people more petty than him, except for my man Chicken Wing. He's the most petty dude I know. But besides that, I don't know anybody more petty than Donald Trump. So what anything about his petty? Does anybody want to talk about it? Anybody want to say anything about that?
Well, all right. I was thinking about it. Something that I did that was really petty. This goes back to college, Virginia Union University. The semester I did there. And so, all right. So for people that don't know, New York and Virginia pretty much have about the same weather pattern. At the end of August, going to September, it starts to get a little cold or whatever. But we get there in August for school. New York school starts in September. College in the South starts in August. So we have to show up. I meet my new roommate, my man Darren White, and cool dude from Philly. And that Virginia summer was like 95 degrees that year. And I mean, it's blazing outside. I mean, it's blazing hip hop and R&B out there, right? So it's real hot. So they had one thing the room did have was a little air conditioner that was kind of built, into the wall. They put it in somewhere around the turn of the century or whatever. And so, but the air conditioning worked. So my man Darren catches a cold. I love air conditioning. I can't sleep without air conditioning. So
me too.
He catches a cold, and Darren tells me like, yo, I got a cold, man. I can't sleep under the air. Right. So I'm like, yo, you want to like put a heavier blanket on or something? Like, no, just do me a favor, leave the air off. So the first night I'm trying to sleep, and I'm talking about it's hot. And, you can hear mosquitoes and stuff. It's just a bad look, right? But we trying to do this to compensate. He has a cold. So we go out to class, and I turn the air on. I come back, the air is off, and it's 100 degrees in the room.
Wow.
I got so mad. I kicked the air conditioner door in and broke it where you couldn't shut it off. And I mean, I literally kicked. It's like a little door that I kicked it in and wedged it so you couldn't get it off. And so he gets mad about it, right? And so while he sleep, right, I sneak and turn it up. Yo, he wake up in the middle of the night. See, that's what I'm talking about. You always playing. He sneezing and stuff like that. I started cracking up. My man was ready to take it to them hands, though. Now my man went from a cold to the flu, and I couldn't help him. Look, I know it sound petty, but look, that's how it is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm a fat man. I don't have air conditioning. It's over. It's over. I got to have air conditioning, man. I don't have air conditioning. I'm sweating. I'm looking like one of the Leverts. If I don't have air conditioning. I'm wearing with teddy bears, wiping myself all over. I'm wearing up.
You can hide from the cold. Just put more covers on, but you can't hide from that heat.
That heat, that no Virginia heat.
It was so hot you could see it. You could see the heat.
I see the way
everything looked blurry. Everything looked blurry.
Like, is that a mirage? I'm like,
yo, I got one petty story, and it's not me. This is our producer Jamie, right? We go to school in South Carolina. Jamie and I used to throw parties, step shows, all kind of parties, right? So we had this one ass bitch ass friend named Claude. I don't care. You get mad at me. He can't beat me anyway, right? So
I'm sitting here like, yo, you just threw his name out there.
I don't care. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. Straight bitch. So he always used to try to clown Jamie, right? You know, when Jamie did things, right? So he realized how much money we were getting off these parties, so he wanted to put in on it. So one of the parties we had, it didn't go too well because this other fraternity that wear purple and gold did some bullshit to us and lied about. We was having this artist come through. These artists are 95 South, I think it was. Who there it is? One of them motherfuckers, right? And so Claude thought he was on his money. So Jamie said, "Yeah, I'm FedExing it to you." Jamie gets a FedEx envelope, gets a tracking number, calls him, tells him what the tracking number is. So dude is waiting for this package to come. So dude finally get the package open up. It ain't no money in it. No check, no money order, no nothing.
Surprise!
That's to get his ass back, and I'm glad because Claude's a bitch. Until 2021, you're still a bitch.
He spent the money to not give money.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, word up. Claude did some other foul shit to one of my homies, so he's still a bitch. Yeah,
wow.
So anyway, but that's my little upset moment right there on that.
Well, Claude, check out our show on forgiveness that we did, Claude.
I don't do this to anybody else, but that dude is foul shit. So he's foul. I don't give a damn about. I don't give a damn about that dude. And see, Chicken, we remember that, right? And Wing, I'm giving a short version of the story. Wing, I'm giving a short version. Wing know how the guy is, man. Wing know how to do this and whatnot, man. So,
man.
But
what's up with you, Rob?
Yeah, what's up? Huh? What happened?
No, it was the song of the ride.
So it looked like. What do you think about these criminal charges? You think these criminal charges are gonna come with this Trump shit? I just want to get back on politics for one hot second before we.
For him or the people that stormed the Capitol?
Well, I'm upset. There's only 100 people got arrested. That's one thing.
Yeah,
so far, right? So far,
I think there'll be more. more. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just locked up somebody for threatening AOC too.
Yeah.
That was
that's one guy. Yeah. Not just threatening, like he's talking about threatening to kill a woman.
Yeah, he said he was going to kill her. He was involved in the Capitol storming, and they arrested his behind. Mm-hmm. But I think there's going to be more people to that they're going to arrest. They also announcing looking into opening some more investigations into Trump for some stuff that he was doing while he was in there. So I can tell you, we're going to be talking about that guy for a little while.
So is the big problem basically, just so I can get an actual temperature of the country, the big fear is that if they don't do something, America might mean liberty and justice for all. Is that the big fear that would happen? Oh, okay. So everybody would have a chance to be included, and that would really just throw a wrench in the whole American plan, huh? Okay.
Nah, I don't look at it that way. I mean, they can paint it that way, but you got to look at it like this, right? Those senators was inside that building when they stormed that Capitol, right? And Nancy Pelosi was in there when they stormed that castle. And I find it very hard to believe that Nancy Pelosi is going to let them get away with that. That's just.
Oh no, they have to make an example. If your government has any integrity, you know what it is? It reminds me of the rule of the street. You know, I had a cousin that some dude like slap my cousin or something like that.
Mm.
Slap a female.
Okay.
And my other cousin, who's street, they don't even get along with that cousin. But he came out and told the dude, I'm gonna do something to you just because it's gonna make me look weak if I don't. And at the end of the day, that's just what it is. America has to do something to them, else it makes you look weak if you don't.
Look weak. That's right.
Right.
That's why I don't see it getting away with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, let me ask you something. Since today's topic, we have stuff going on today about people getting body change and stuff like. We have a couple of doctors on today. Is it things that women could do that men can't do? Like anything?
There's things you said. Do we think that there's things that women?
Yeah, like we have people on there today. Some of the things happen. Women get their bodies done, stuff like that. But do you think it's things that men can't do that women can do, and they could do together?
Things in general, or just related to that?
In general,
absolutely.
I can name something that women do that men would never do.
Okay.
What's that?
They wouldn't have a yoni party.
Can you explain to people what a yoni party is, Ronnie?
A yoni party is when women get together and steam their vajayjays.
Yeah, we can't do
that. No,
I can't see a bunch of dudes say we're gonna steam our balls.
Correct. We wouldn't get together for a ball basting party. Like, hey guys, come over and let's pour some warm water on our balls. We wouldn't do that.
We can't do that.
Women can get together and do stuff like that.
So I'm laughing at Derek's face. I'm gonna tell you. I don't think we don't like change in the bathroom together. We don't go to bathrooms together, get up at the same time from the table and all that group stuff. Not gonna be any of that, you know what I'm saying? And we don't really just be complimenting each other like that. No, you know what I'm saying?
Look at Derek's face. He's still in shock from that.
Yeah. I am, because I just got emailed by all the sponsors. And they didn't cancel. They just said they need a meeting afterward. That's all.
Oh, well, if you think Rodney's about, you want to hear mine?
No, I don't know, dude.
Oh my God! I can't wait to hear this.
I noticed lately a lot of advertising for women getting their booty holes bleached. Men can't go do
that. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. No way.
How do you know that? How do you know your booty hole's too dark? I've never seen my booty.
I guess you busted it open in the busted challenge. I have no idea. The strip club. I have no idea why they know how their booty holes and stuff.
Okay, is Casper available?
Yeah, we need
Casper. No, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I think we're just we're socialized different. We're socialized different, and some of it's good and some of it's bad. Some of it's organic, you know what I mean, and some of it's not. I think women are more apt to share their experiences more. I think they'll bond with certain things quicker. I think guys have to bond over a situation. We'll bond over sports or something like that. But we won't really necessarily share what's in our lives. You know why? This is what I believe, Derek, and not to cut you off. This is what I believe. I believe intrinsically men don't trust other men.
You know what?
Go ahead, Derek.
On a level I can dig it. You know, that kind of brings me to a thought of things that women do that men can't do. Like, they'll get together, let's say after a breakup, and just kind of like have a fucking party. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, it ain't nothing. You know how they do. You know, and they get together. Like, men, like, when you break up or go through something with a woman, you just on your own. You got to figure that out, bro. You know what I mean? Most you got from another dude is, man, you know, back when I used to go a long time ago.
Long.
You might get a little trip to the titty bar or something like that. That's
what say, you be all right. You be all right.
Yeah. You be all right. Yeah, you know, that is, man. Pour some trouble for him. That's it. You know what I mean? So,
you know what's so funny that you say that? When I've shared this on the show, when I had that breakup when I was like 23 and the girl cheated, she got pregnant by somebody else. And, you know, I got to go in front of my parents, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that whole day I'm crying. I'm literally crying, right? And so we come in the room and I tell my parents, I'm like, yeah, you know, the girl is pregnant. My father's like, oh, man, this boy done ruined his life. He done this, that, and the third. I'm like, nah, it's not by me. He's talking about, oh, then what's the problem? And I'm sitting there like, I'm heartbroken. He's like, what's the problem? I don't see the problem. You know, so yeah, dude is just different.
Hey, Chicken Wing said something true though. Dudes, if it was known that a man had fake abs, ab implants, he'd be ashamed. If women would shame him. Yeah, I think women would shame him if he had implants in his ribs and stuff like that.
No question. Yeah, he should shame himself. I mean, really, just take the Twinkies out your pocket. Listen, you got to make a change. That's it. I mean, you know. But yeah, I think there's different things, and I think some things, like I said, some things are good. Some things that they actually, I think, can relate. They have, I think, more empathy than we do, and we look at a dude complaining about his circumstance sometimes as being punkish. That's it, and that's kind of the noose around our neck. It's like, excuse that term actually, but it's just like that's the thing, the arbitrage that we deal with all the time is because you always have to keep up a certain image. You know, like I used to talk to dudes in a barbershop that was really street and really out there, and they're like, yo, we don't want to be like this. We like this because we have to be like this. Yeah. The neighborhood we come from, the things that we experience, we have to put on this air. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
you know, I'm tell you something. Me and Rod, like we went to get our feet done and all stuff like that, right? So that's one thing men can do, right? But I damn sure can't go get except for Kelvin. Yeah, a lot of men don't do that. But I damn sure ain't gonna go get a wax with Rod.
No, wait. Wait a minute.
Wait, you're not gonna get one with him, or you just not gonna get one at all?
I don't get one at all, but I ain't gonna get one with him. That's something we can't do.
Oh, you getting the wax?
We went and got our feet done once.
Once.
Not like we have. I don't want to make it sound like we go.
But I'm saying DeMar talking about waxes and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
wax. What I mean, wax.
I'm just saying, like women, like I see, you see girlfriends or wives, or whatever, go out and they go with the girlfriend. Oh, we gonna go get wax, get our nails done, all this other stuff. We can't.
Yeah, men can't do that.
But you know what? The reason you can't do it.
But we ain't going. We don't do stuff like that.
But you got to be able to find a different way to say it, though. You can't say we get our feet done. It just, you got to come up with a better terminology than that. There's some other way to say it. We'll do it, but there's some other way. You know, even the pedicure make you feel a little. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We got. They got to have better marketing for guys.
Yeah, that's all. Give us something.
I agree with what Kelvin said. Kelvin said that we always got to show strength. We can't show weakness. You can't call your homie crying over a chick broke up with you or whatever, because your homie's gonna say, yo, let's go out. Back in the days, of course, a long time ago. They say, yo, let's go get some chicks, let's go here, let's go to DR, let's do all of this. Guys are gonna always like kind of make things actually, and sometimes make it worse for you.
A lot of times, man. Yeah. Bad advice, man.
We'll give each other bad advice in a freaking minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right, that's the thing. But I mean, they connect on a different level than we do. They connect.
Yeah, they do. They go when they go on vacation. Their vacations together is different from if we went, like we all hung out, went on a guy's trip. A totally different atmosphere. Totally different atmosphere.
Right. They say that a lot of times women, especially married women to get together and be like, this is my husband and this is my kids, and pull out some pictures. Dudes be like, this is what I do for a living, and this is what I whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they say women sometimes are more on relationship, guys are more on position, and that's just how that dynamic works. But I will say I'm glad of this though. There is something to be said about just being who you are, and there's certain things. They did a study years ago on 2020, and they put a little boy in a pen and a little girl in a pen, and they put like a divider between them. And when the girl was blocked off with the divider, she sat down and just started crying. The boy started trying to bang it down and beat it, and I just think. That's no disrespect. That was just his nature. In other words, if there was a barrier, he wanted to just beat it up. And the little girl, she saw it as a, barrier. And then, she was emotional about it. And I don't think that means something derogatory for women and something heroic for men. I just think there's certain innate things we're just made different for a reason. Doesn't mean better or worse. And I cleaned it up right because I thought I was about to swerve off the road. I came back.
You're right. We still got our sponsors. One thing with I think Chicken Wing said, like, women could go get their lace fronts done together. Men can't get no lace front wigs and stuff like that. We can't go and get no waves and caps. I can't go get locks and stuff like that. It just can't. It's not possible for us to do that.